compelled to once more draw attention to the appalling state of the Calabar-Itu Road Federal Highway, which has remained a source of untold hardship to the people of Cross River and Akwa states, despite numerous promises and assurances from the federal government, particularly the Minister of Works, Julius Begger. This critical road remains in a deplorable state, posing great dangers to motorists, to commuters, and businesses. State of the road, a national embarrassment. Calabar-Itu Road Federal Highway, the major gateway linking Cross River and Akwa states to the rest of the country, has degenerated into a death trap. The road is riddled with deep potholes, eroded sections, and collapsed portions that make movement a nightmare. The rainy season has only worsened the situation, with long stretches of the road becoming completely impassable. Commuters are forced to spend hours on a journey that should ordinarily take minutes, while transporters struggle with frequent vehicle breakdowns, increased operational costs, and loss of revenue. Accidents, injuries, and deaths have become a common occurrence on this road. Yet the federal government and contractors handling this project continue to show a lack of urgency in addressing the crisis. Sufferings of the people, story of neglect and frustration. The suffering inflicted on the people of Cross River and Akwa states due to the state of this road cannot be overemphasized. Businesses are collapsing. Farmers are unable to transport their produce, and essential services are being disrupted. Economic consequences are severe, with rising costs of goods and services as a direct result of this transportation nightmare. Beyond the economic toll, the human cost is even more devastating. Pregnant women, the sick, and accident victims endure horrific experiences while attempting to access medical care. The security risk posed by the road's terrible state has also escalated as criminals take advantage of the stranded motorists to perpetrate robberies and kidnappings. Broken promises. What happened to the tripartite committee? In response to persistent outcries from stakeholders, the Honorable Minister of Works, Engineer Begger, in December 2023, during a visit by this forum to his office, praised and commended our efforts in taking ownership of the federal government project within our domain. He used our forum as an example of patriotism, calling on other citizens across the country to emulate our example. He further promised to set up a tripartite committee comprising leaders of the forum, staff of the Ministry of Works, and Senator to track the progress of the road project and report directly to him. This assurance was warmly received, and we saw it as a step towards ensuring transparency and accountability. However, months after this promise, nothing has been done. The minister failed to honor his commitment, raising serious questions about the sincerity of the federal government in resolving this issue. However, months after the promises, you can then imagine our consternation when during his 2014 visit to Calabar for the town hall meeting to flag off the Calabar end of the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway, Engineer Omahi brazenly accused this forum of being sponsored to damage the reputation of Semati. For us, this is a very baffling accusation. How can you damage what really doesn't exist? The contractors handling different sections of this road, including Julius Begger and Sematech, must take responsibility for their roles in the current state of affairs. While Julius Begger has a reputation for quality road construction, its pace on the Calabar-Itu Road Federal Highway has been disappointingly slow, and they have abandoned site for more than a year now. Similarly, Sematech, which was contracted for some portions of the road, must be held accountable for delays and subpar performance. General opinion on the state of the road, particularly on the concrete pavements constructed by Sematech, is that apart from the slow pace of work, the pavements lack depth and are riddled with honeycombs and vibrations. It won't stand the test of time. We call on Sematech to revisit and possibly rectify this immediately. We state with no out of equivocations that our stance and advocacy on the construction of the Calabar-Itu Federal Highway is born out of pure patriotism. As earlier noted by the Honorable Minister himself when we visited him in Abuja in December 2023, we hold no ill feelings toward the construction company handling the road. All we demand is quality work and absence of delays because our people are truly suffering. These are our demands. 1. Urgent and full-scale rehabilitation of the Calabar-Itu Road Federal Highway. Federal government must prioritize this road and take immediate steps to ensure its completion. 2. Honoring the promise of the tripartite committee, Engineer David Mahi must fulfill this commitment to constituting this committee, allowing stakeholders to track progress and ensure accountability. 3. Accountability for contractors. Julius Begger and Sematech must provide clear explanations for the delays and take urgent steps to accelerate the project. 4. A clear and transparent timeline. The federal government and the Ministry of Work must present a realistic timeline for the road's completion and adhere to it. 5. We call for termination and or revocation of the contract with Julius Begger Nigeria Limited and their reward of same to the company willing to continue construction. We appreciate, we most sincerely extend our gratitude to His Excellency Senator Basi Otu, Governor of Cross River State, for paying off all outstanding compensations and securing the permit from National General Waterways Authority to enable Julius Begger to construct some of the outstanding bridges. This proactive intervention